Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, very good. It's okay, fine. I'm able to hear you. Saurabh Kumar.
Sir, did you receive my detailed application form? I
Yeah.
sent you on WhatsApp.
1 minute. Let me see. What is your number? 64? No.
6376487127.
Acha, 1 minute. 6376. Because I'm seeing so many papers, that's a problem. Yeah, I have your DAF, and it's you wanted to answer based on that. Okay. Now, please
Yes.
tell me about yourself.
Sir, my name is Saurabh, and I belong to Churu district of Rajasthan. I did my schooling from Churu itself. Then I did my graduation from Government Engineering College, Kota in civil engineering. Then I did my master's from IIT Delhi. And then I started for preparing civil services. And right now I am working as Mahatma Gandhi National Fellow under Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship.
Mhm. And here, this is as a fellow means how much do you get compensation?
Sir, 50,000 per month.
Acha. Now tell me, is it a permanent one or it has to be over after some time?
Sir, it's 2-year course of IIM Bangalore and Government of India. So after 2 years, they give us a certificate in public policy and management, and then it is over.
Acha. You are studying public policy. That's right. You told me the other day. Correct. After that, it is over.
Yes, sir.
Why did you join this? Do you thought that there will be good hope for getting jobs after completing this particular fellowship?
Sir, not particularly from the fellowship, but I was preparing for civil services and I need financial assistance also. And it was in very much line with whatever I was pursuing, because I was interested in public policy. I was interested in policy and to be directly in touch with the public. So in the meantime, it will also provide me a acknowledgement as a certificate from IIM, which will be useful for me in my CV.
Good. So can you tell me what is public policy?
Sir, public policy is a field of studies in which like the problems of the general mass, the problem of the citizens, and the policies, how to mitigate those problems, and to have the audit of already going policies of the government. So these all are the broad themes which are included in public policy, study of public policy.
Fundamental guide to action taken by, what is public policy? Hello. What is public policy? Once again, tell me.
Sir, public policy is a field of study in which the policies which will benefit the citizens, developing, specifically, this is the field of study in developing countries, because the policies which will benefit the masses, the citizens, and which can deliver the basic livelihood to them. So these policies are studied, and how to formulate more policies. So this is the field of study.
Yeah, but यहाँ पर दिया है in a different form. I don't know what you said is right or this is correct. Public policy is the fundamental guide to action taken by different government bodies regarding several issues in the country. It is made on behalf of citizens to address their issues and improve the country's overall state. You told everything, but you did not make a mention about the steps taken by the government agencies. Understand?
Sir, I mentioned the policies of the government.
Policies. Policies alone will not do. You could have told about the action taken by the government. Policy is not action. Action taken. Okay. What are the 3 types of public policy? Hello.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
You are not prepared on this line. Public policy can be studied as producing three types of policies. One is distributive, regulatory, redistributive, related with decision making process. So why don't you search in Google India public policy? There you are getting these type of questions. What are the four types of public policy? The American political scientist Theodore Lowy proposed four types of policy: distributive, redistributive, regulatory, and constituent. Then what is Indian, why is Indian public policy important? Who forms public policy in India? What are the examples of public policy? What are the five sources of public policy? What is public policy? Explain. What are the two main types of public policies? What are the seven stages in policy process? What are the features in public policy? Why is public policy important? समझ गया?
Yes, sir.
इतना क्वेश्चंस को आप प्रिपेयर करना है if they get a touch about your public policy, if they think, if they get a message that you have studied public policy and they want to ask questions, they can ask questions on these areas. So इसको आप बाद में prepare कर दो. Which date is your interview?
13th, sir.
No problem, you have time. थोड़ा इसके लिए थोड़ा detail prepare करना है, ठीक है? Because
Yes, sir.
these things I have not given in the questions given to you because this is separate for you. For you only these questions will be applicable. इसको आप prepare कर दीजिए, ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. Don't worry, you can answer them very well. It's not a tough thing for you. Good. Now again, there can be cross questions like this, and I'm sure, I'm thinking you are aware of that. You studied civil engineering, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then afterwards, post-graduation, you did in dynamic analysis of gravity dam on a rock mass and all. Why could you not get some job in your own area? Civil engineering में कुछ भी नहीं मिलता था ना क्या?
Sir, it was not like that. I was getting job from IIT when I did my masters. But sir, the first reason was I did not want to work. I had no interest to work in the private sector, and I wanted to work in a job where I am directly in touch with the people and public, and I can solve their problems. So that was also very good option, sir. And I learned a lot during my masters and civil engineering, and I'm always thankful for that. But sir, my passion is working for the public directly. So then I choose the stream of public policy and
Yeah, it's okay.
started
Fine.
preparing for civil services.
Now I could get it. Now I could get it. Why were you not interested in going to private sector? You will get this question if you give this answer. This is the problem in interviews where we ourselves lay a trap for ourselves. समझ गया आपको? You are putting a trap for you by telling this, but there cannot be any other reason other than this. There cannot be any other reason, or maximum you can hide that by telling I was more keen on joining in public sector. I was more keen on joining agencies where I will be able to give direct service to people and also be of more use to society. That is all long drawn. That is not real reason. The real reason is you wanted to get into government on permanent basis, job security. Correct?
Yes, sir.
But if you want to tell openly, you can tell that. Yeah.
Sir, I worked with an NGO for 2 years. For 2 years, I did not pursue even civil services preparation. So my main reason was I wanted to be in directly touch with the public and be in public sector. So I worked in the Akshay Patra Foundation for 2 years, and then I started civil services preparation.
Good. Then they will ask you cross question. Why did you jump from NGO to this?
Which, sir?
Why did you want to go from NGO to civil service? Obviously for career betterment.
Yes, sir. Because after at that time, that was not the time to settle. After working for 2 years in NGO, I also planned for my life. So I need a stable income and a job security.
Mm.
So with my passion,
You tell openly like that, then it will be not question. Understand?
yes, sir.
Good. What are your hobbies and interests?
Sir, in hobbies, I like creating educational content on Bhagavad Gita and diary writing.
Acha, acha, you told me diary writing, Bhagavad, educational content on Bhagavad Gita. How many chapters are there in Bhagavad Gita?
Sir, 18 chapters.
So can you tell any one important content which you remember about Bhagavad Gita, which you feel must everyone must know?
Sir, there is like I study Bhagavad Gita because I found it very interesting, and this one verse from Bhagavad Gita, which I find is very useful for the students.
That's what that's what I want. Tell me.
So Krishna tells to Arjuna the anatomy of like how a person gets finished in his life and how he should avoid the trap of the life. So he says that ध्यायतो विषयान पुंसे संगतेषु उपजायते संगात संजायते काम कामात क्रोध अभिजायते क्रोधात भवति सम्मोह सम्मोहात स्मृति विभ्रम स्मृति विभ्रमात बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात प्रणश्यति. So basically he tells that everything starts with basically thought is like a seed. So if the thought is negative, then it develops in wrong desires, and if those wrong desires are not fulfilled, then it develops into anger, and then anger develops into the delusion, and in delusion a man loses his...
1 minute. Yes, please. Tell me.
And the anger develops into the lose of intelligence, and when a person loses his intelligence, he's finished in his life. So he advises Arjuna to avoid this trap of thinking about wrong things. So that is very pertinent, I feel.
Good. This is very relevant. That is the way you think things. Very good. Are you hopeful you will get selected in E.P.F.O? You should say yes.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Yeah, good. You should say that yes, and not with a dull face, with a happy face. Say batana hai. With laughter, with smile on your face. You must tell me.
Yes,
Are you hopeful of getting E.P.F.O?
Yes, sir.
Good. Very good. What will you do for us in E.P.F.O?
Sir, E.P.F.O is one of the largest organization in the world providing social security for the people. It executes three main policies. It is under Employees Provident Fund and Miscellaneous Provisions Act 1951. So the first, it provides provident fund to the government, to the employees working in any organized sector, working in any company with more than 20 employees. And the second scheme of E.P.F.O is the pension scheme. And the third scheme is the insurance scheme. So mainly the post enforcement officer and as an account officer, I will work for mitigating the grievances of the people, and I will help the employers in ease of doing business by simplifying the procedures and helping them in following the law.
Super. Good answering. Can you tell me what steps E.P.F.O is taking to make it ease of doing business? What are the steps government is doing, say, in terms of digitalization and all that? What do you know about that?
Sir, particularly related to E.P.F.O or generally for
in E.P.F.O?
Sir, in E.P.F.O, government, the first thing government is doing is, it is the Shram portal. So it is a digital online platform where the employees, employers, and the government comes on a single platform. So it eases the process for the employees as well as employers, that whatever grievances they have, if any employee has the grievances with them, so they can file it online. And if the employer is genuine and he is not at wrong, so he can solve the problem through online medium only. The second thing government is doing is that it is from the concept of enforcing officer, the government is making them as assistant and as a helping hand to the employers, so that they can help them to fulfill the law rather than being a iron hand and imposing the law.
Good.
And the third thing government is doing is that it is using the Internet of Things, big data analytics and artificial intelligence, these kind of technologies, so that the enforcing procedure that can be very smooth and automatic, and there are not many human hurdles and corruption.
Good. Now tell me, what is UAN?
Sir, UAN is universal account number. It is a 12-digit unique number provided to each person, and it helps them to maintain the same account in E.P.F.O if they change their organization. So suppose a person changes n number of organizations, but he or she need not to change the accounts, because this UAN is the universal portability. It will assure the universal portability. So in that sense, it will avoid the duplication. Excellent. And it will be helping the employees in having the smooth functioning and smooth transition from one organization to the another.
Can you tell me the salient features of E.P.F scheme 1952?
Sir, Employees Provident Fund scheme, it was brought by the government to provide the after retirement benefits of the employees. So this is a scheme where 12% of the basic salary plus DA is deducted from the salary. It is contributed both by the employees and employers, 12%. And after the retirement of the employee, this amount is paid back to him with the interest rate, which is decided by the Central Board of Trustees. And in between also there are provisions. If there are certain emergencies, he or she can withdraw it in between also. For example, health emergency, marriage, education, death, etc.
One more point is there. Housing scheme for E.P.F.O members.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, please tell me about the pension scheme 1995. Important features.
Sir, the pension scheme is provided. It is a scheme where the employee need not to contribute anything. The 12% of employer which is deducted, 8.67% of that is automatically contributed in the pension scheme, and this pension scheme get accumulated, and after the 60 year of age, this pension will be provided to the person, or in case of his or her death, the spouse will be provided, or dependent person will be provided some amount of pension.
Good, nice, but then A points have clearly nahi. You have to say monthly benefit of superannuation on retirement, disability to the or to the survivor or widower and children, then minimum pension on disablement, then past service benefit to participants of erstwhile family pension scheme 1971. This at least you don't have to say, but the 2 points you have to explain it. You told, but they were not very clearly understandable. So I am seeing everything from the website only. In the first page itself, it is given. Usko mug up karke usko points batane se ho jayega. Tell me the salient features of insurance scheme 1976. Are bhai, after conducting interview for 40 people, now only I am focused. This is how it can be asked. Tell me.
Sir, the insurance scheme, it is for this scheme, the employees, neither the employee nor the employer need to do any contribution. And this is the accidental cover up to 6 lakh maximum, or the 20 time of the
super good
20 time of the salary of an employee.
Sure, you know it. That's what
that is ensured.
Very good. This is what I had in mind. You told nicely. This time you are able to tell me what all I am expecting from you, and you're giving them very nicely. Good. What is the role of Labor Ministry? What is skill development?
So pardon, sir, labor skill development comes under like Ministry of Skill Development and entrepreneurship.
Acha, acha,
Labor Ministry.
not under Labor Ministry. Acha, acha,
No,
acha.
sir. No, sir.
Acha. What is the role of Labor Ministry in industry employees welfare?
Sir, Labor Ministry is the like parent organization for the welfare of the employees under Ministry of Ministry of Labor and Employment. So the E.P.F.O scheme, it is also acting under the Labor Ministry only. The four codes which are just
tell me about the 4 codes.
Sir, the 4 codes are, the first code is code on wages, and then code on social security, then code on industrial relation, then the 4th code is code on public safety, health and
occupational safety, health.
Occupational safety and health.
Yeah.
So that is these codes are also being notified by the Labor Ministry. So Labor Ministry in that case is the parent organization for welfare of the labor.
Good. How do we solve unemployment problem in India?
Sir, unemployment problem has its many dimensions, but at the present time we can see that the government is getting out of the business, as it is said that there is no business of the government to be in business, and government is keeping itself only in the core sectors, and it is slowly getting out. So the government jobs are going to reduce by time, and this trend we can see very clearly visible after the liberalization of 1991. And so, sir, the one thing is that we should promote entrepreneurship, which is being done by the government of India, and many schemes have been launched since last few years. And the second thing is that we should motivate the people to provide to make them job makers rather than job seekers. So that will sort the problem.
Correct. Now let me ask a question which they are not going to ask you there. Why not E.P.F.O be privatized?
Sir, E.P.F.O should not be. I will tell you. Even if they ask, I will give this answer only. This is an honest answer, because sir, E.P.F.O provides social security to the labor which has income less than 15,000, because this is mandatory for the organized sector for the employees which has salary less than 15,000. So it means they belong to the bottom strata of the society. And if it is privatized, the main goal will be profit, and there will be cutthroat competition, and profiteering may be there, and this may adversely hamper the interest of the bottom strata of the society.
Good. You have done your job today well. Best wishes. Do you have any questions to me?
Sir,
you have done well today. 9 out of 10.
Thank you, sir.
9.
Sir, you didn't.
Yeah.
If you didn't ask me today about my that place of belonging, and like many things you didn't ask, I was expecting about from civil engineering what they can ask from graduation, because I don't remember, but few things like
civil engineering, they will not ask you questions on civil engineering, except that they will ask you why have you not gone into that question only. And if they want to ask about civil engineering, they can ask you, what are the recent advancements in civil engineering? What are the achievements of civil engineering industry? Which companies are doing well in civil engineering? How civil engineering is helping our nation's progress? This type of questions can be asked.
And sir, one more thing, what they can ask me from, just 1 second, I noted a few questions. What they can ask me from, just a minute, sir. About my district Churu, what they can ask?
About district Churu. Yeah, Churu district. If at all they want, they can ask you what is the important profession of the people living there. What are the minerals, if any, got from there? Who are the important people, very important people like MLA, MP of that place, and what are the industries that are there, and for which industries our E.P.F.O is also directly helpful in that area, and who is the labor minister in Bihar, and
Bihar?
you are in Bihar, na?
No, I'm in Rajasthan.
Oh, sorry. Then Rajasthan. Everything about your own state, accordingly they will ask. So I thought you are from Bihar. Maybe the previous person was from Bihar. That boy, he is going for some other job, Bank of Baroda also. Doesn't matter. So if
And
it is
what
Rajasthan, you concentrate on Rajasthan. And
and
how many districts are there in Rajasthan? And
34, sir.
yeah, whatever it is, it's a pretty. Yeah, then Rajasthan Labor Minister कौन है, Chief Minister कौन है, Governor कौन है, Speaker कौन है. And I wish they should not land you into problem in asking that massacre, Bile, what is that? Head cutting.
Udaipur, yes.
I wish don't get into that area at all. Don't talk about it.
Sir, but like what is wrong? Because I'm a student of international relations, and this angle has this incident has international angle. So I thought that this will, if they ask, I will be very comfortable in that. Not from communal point of view.
No, this situation. I'm not convinced of you are telling it is international angle. It's not international. It's very much an internal affair, especially Rajasthan affair. That because of social media, it has been made into country-wise. Because of social media, it has been made into international thing. And now we cannot avoid social media. So, okay, assuming it is international based issue, even then talking about it is very like discussing about a tragedy movie. Why unnecessary? It's in an interview situation, utna acha nahi lagega. However nice, however nicely you speak, the mood of the people will be spoiled. Already all of them are old, having so many problems. And iska beach mein isko bol fun ka bare mein abhi now we are talking, that is different. But there the situation is very tense. That's why I would like you not to get into any negative point regarding society. Though it is public policy, I would like you to talk about positive things. That is good.
Yes, sir. And like if they ask about my weakness, if I tell them about procrastination and sometimes I do overeating. So this sort of
overeating, you say, that is okay.
And overeating and little laziness. I'm little lazy.
Laziness mat bolo. Laziness means they will think you will be lazy in the bank, in the office also, just as every government employee is. अरे भाई आपका नौकरी देने के बाद में भी क्या करेंगे आप लोग? उधर जाके 11 o'clock में उधर बाहर में और that garden में बैठेगा, गप्पा चिप करेगा बस, और क्या?
तो सर फिर overeating के अलावा और क्या बोल सकते हैं?
Overeating you can say, and apart from that, what you can say? What is the other one you said? Something else you said?
Procrastination.
No.
Never.
No. Or you can say I over worry about certain targets. So I am aware of that. I'm trying to overcome that by doing yoga, meditation, and all that. And I am succeeding in it.
And if they are, and sir, if they are going to ask, what they are going to ask about the Akshay Patra, because I work in NGO.
They can ask you what is the role of that Akshay Patra. What was your involvement in that? How could you make progress in that? How could you achieve progress of Akshay Patra during your time?
Okay, and they can ask about my, what are your achievements during college and all? Your strengths.
Sure.
So sir, in strength, is it fine?
That you can tell during introduction itself, achievements.
Achievements. So I can directly tell you that, sir, my strength are like I'm
You can
honest,
tell.
I'm hard,
Yeah. You
I'm
can tell.
honest,
I'm
I'm
sorry. I'm running out of time. So many people pending behind me. I
okay,
have to
okay.
go. Thank you. Best wishes. This time you have done well. I have also given you good marks. I wish you should study very well. Go ahead and you know the nature of questions that are being asked. Go with confidence and please send me the list of questions they are asking so that for next type of boys, at least I will change if there is need for change. I don't think there will be need for change because whatever I'm asking is what they are asking. There should not be a problem. Best wishes.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
You did well,
Thank you, sir.
but only problem is 5 year, 6 year gap. That must be overcome. But I have no ready-made solution in my hand. But that can be overcome only when you are more positive, more happy, and luckily you are not unemployed. You are already working.
Yes, sir.
Good. Do not relate a degree and the present period. Say you are an employed person.
Yes, sir.
Say you are already, start with your present employment, go into the old.
Okay. So introduction, I should start that right now I'm working as Mahatma Gandhi National Fellow.
Yeah, that will be good. Best wishes. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.